well, that was delicious. As you can see here, maybe the light has changed dramatically. That's because I've wasted about an hour trying to find my left control. This is the right control. I've looked in the garage, I've looked in the house, I've looked in that car, I've looked in that car, then I've done it all over and over and over again. I've looked in the hatches. The only place I didn't think to look was on the brim of the hat of the snowman, which is actually where it was. How long it's been there I can't say, but it's December 29th, so I think it's probably time to remove the Christmas decorations, and this sort of thing won't happen anymore. So onward we go. One other thing, and the reason that I wanted to find that is to show you, before I start drilling holes, one more consideration is actually better shown with my left control here. One other consideration you're going to want to keep in mind when it comes to the placement of these things is the way the cable is routed. As I described to you before, it gets routed up into these cams and everything like that. And so essentially, you know, if this is in this position somewhat like that, this cable's going to go up through here. And what you need to know about that, if I can get the cable, is if you've already run cable conduits like I've done here, and I showed in my actual install guide for the Rudder the first time, then you're kind of stuck with where your cables are going to come out. Just be aware that there could be issues with rubbing, depending on how high you mount. That's another thing. If I had mounted this very high, you can see that there would be a rubbing issue here. And you want to avoid that, because even though this stuff is super strong, you don't want anything binding it up. You don't want anything chewing it up. So just keep that in mind. Next, I'm going to drill the holes, get it mounted.